judges to let out of prison the many African Americans swept up by racist police and imprisoned by racist judges. Many of them in prison today for offenses like possessing marijuana that white people get away with all the time. Tell our elected officials to imprison those who authorize torture and those who ran the big banks and investment companies that caused the economic collapse of 2008. Tell the leaders of Turkey to stop killing the Kurds. Tell Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu that the way to get security for Israel is to stop the occupation of the West Bank and help create a Palestinian state. Tell the next president of the United States that she should seek a constitutional amendment to make all national and state elections funded by Congress and the state legislatures and all other sources of money be banned, including money from corporations, from individuals, all other money, make it all public funding.
This guy's tough, bro. Love him.
Tell her that the way to achieve homeland security is not for us to try new ways of domination. The strategy of domination of the world of the other to get security has been tried for the past 10,000 years and it doesn't work. The way to get security is for the United States to become known as the most generous and caring country in the world, not the most powerful. We could start with a global and domestic Marshall Plan to once and for all end global and domestic poverty, homelessness, hunger, inadequate education, inadequate health care. So I want to, as chair of the Interfaith Network of Spiritual Progressives, by the way, spiritualprogressives.org, come and join us, spiritualprogressives.org. I want to affirm our commitment to the well-being of all Muslims on this planet, as well as the people of all faiths and secular humanists as well. We wish to pay honor to Muslims of the world as they continue today the fast of Ramadan, and join with them in mourning the loss and celebrating the life of Muhammad Ali, a great fighter for justice and peace. Peace be upon him, peace be upon the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon all of humanity, and peace on all of us. Amen.
Oh my gosh.
Time is not on our side. After that speech, I have to edit my initial remarks, Honorable First Man, William J. Clinton. Chief Sidney Hill in 2002, Sidney Hill was selected as Tadaduho, or principal spiritual leader of his people, a true friend of the earth and beloved to all who know him. He is a leader whose spirituality is compassionate pursuit of justice. We are honored that he has come here today to share a few words and a few thoughts with us, Chief Hill.
This is Chairman Stevens with us, Oneida Nation, Nora Lyons from the Onondaga Nation. Translation, he says, my relatives, it is my responsibility to pick up the words for the Haudenosaunee, the people of the Longhouse. They wish you well. They want you to be a peace of mind. Now, this great darkness that has happened to us, you must understand that he who had gathered us here, that his road is straight. Peacefully, he will arrive at his land. Sungwaya Disae, our creator. It is the same as you call him Allah. These were the words. And to the family, the relatives, and friends of Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was a leader among men and the champion of the people. He fought for the people of color, yet he was a man of peace and principle, a man of compassion, who used his great gifts for the common good. His spirit has a clear path to the Creator. Fidadaho Sidney Hill, spiritual leader of the Haudenosaunee, Six Nation Iroquois Confederation, Onondaga Nation, and myself, Joe Aquishmo, Faith Keeper, Turtle Clan, Onondaga Council of Chiefs, have journeyed here today to add our voice to this congregation of world leaders in honor of his work and for the rights and dignity of people of color and the common man. He was always in support of the indigenous people of this hemisphere in our quest for our inherent land rights, self-determination, identity, and collective rights that include the natural world. We know what he was up against, because we've had 524 years of survival training ourselves. 1978, a congressman from the state of Washington put a bill into Congress to terminate our treaties with the United States. And Indian nations walked from California to Washington, D.C. in protest. Muhammad Ali marched into Washington, D.C. with us. He was a free, independent spirit. He stood his ground with great courage and conviction, and he paid a price. You did too, and we all did. Values and principles will determine one's destiny, and the principles of a nation will do the same. Poor people do not have many options. And you fighters know what I'm talking about. He said that the ring was Ali's path to his destiny. He said he'd be heavyweight champion of the world, and he was. 3 times. And this 4th time right here, right now. On his journey in life, he lived and learned the hard way. He brought a light into this world. My world. Our world. And that light will shine a long, long time.
Translated by Chief Oral Lyons, Chief Orin Lyons, was born into a traditional indigenous family, grew up on the native reservations of upstate New York. In 1970, he became the chief and faith keeper of the Turtle Clan of the Onondaga Nation. His scholarship, stewardship, and leadership is a source of benefit and great blessing for all who know him. Now we'd like to introduce Rabbi Joe Rapport. Rabbi Rapport is senior rabbi of the temple here in Louisville, where he has been a leader in interfaith work. He has a passion for teaching youth, and in fact, it is his work with youth that led him to cross paths with Muhammad Ali. His religious leadership focuses on compassion, care, and working together with all to build a better world. Rabbi Rapport.
This is a reading from our memorial prayers on Yom Kippur, our Day of Atonement, our most sacred day of the year. It was written many decades ago by Rabbi Alvin Fine, a civil rights him in to meet his wife of 30 years. He gives Ali the Bibles. Ali slips the money under a napkin on the kitchen table. They're about to leave. And Hannah gives the man her phone number and tells him to call her if he ever needs a ride home from church again. Sitting in the car, Ali turns to his daughter and asks, would you really go out of your way and pick him up and drive him all the way home? And she says yes. And with tears in his eyes, he says, that's me in you. He says, you're on the road to heaven. Therein lies Ali's greatness. In his ability to see within himself something greater, and in his ability to inspire others to see such greatness reside within themselves. There will never be another greatest like Muhammad Ali. But we together can now embody a measure of his kindness and his compassion. We can say, each of us in our hearts, there's a little bit of Ali in me. This week, we have mourned the loss and celebrated the life of a Louisville legend and a citizen of the world. And of all the words and in all the ways, the most powerful moments have always been made in the voices of young people, repeated in prayer services, and chanted in the streets. I am Ali. I am Ali. I am not the fighter that Ali was. And I may not have the courage which he never lacked. And I am definitely not as pretty. But in my heart, and in my hope, and in my prayers, I am Muhammad Ali. When we say that in our hearts, when we live that in our lives, then we together can build a legacy worthy of the greatest of all time. So say that now with me, in your heart and in this room. I am Ali.
You know, one of the amazing things that we've witnessed during our time here in Louisville has been just so many stories of common, ordinary people. There's folks on the street, working in the hotels, the restaurants. Virtually everyone has a story concerning how Muhammad Ali touched their lives. He came to my fourth grade class. He helped me out in this or that way. He came to visit me when I was sick. Just on and on. And collectively, those experiences, they become synergetic. They become greater than the individual parts. And when we roll through the streets of the city today, I've witnessed something I've never witnessed in my life. And I don't think I will ever witness again. I witnessed the power. In our Muslim tradition, we call it wilaya. It might be loosely translated as sainthood. I witnessed the power of sainthood. Venerable Otsumi is a member of the Nihonzan Myohoji, a Japanese Buddhist order dedicated to working for world peace through the practice of walking peace pilgrimages, anti-nuclear weapon pilgrimages, and the construction of peace pagodas all over the globe. He will be joined on stage by Sister Denise Laffan, a another member of the order, and together they will share a traditional chant.